Why do you care so much about success? Have you figured that out?
Well, I don't want to be number two. I think that would be a weird thing to sit here and say, or I don't care, you know, I want to make this city proud, you know. That's a main reason for me.
So through my music, I want to make sure that's the legacy, showing people how to communicate, and it's okay, you know, if you're not perfect. You know, it's about accepting the beauty of imperfection.
But if you look this way, you realize they're the only thing that matters, and that's your mother, that's your family, that's love.
The big three of Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake are immortalized on the Mount Rushmore of modern hip-hop. When you look at what a Mount Rushmore is, it's more than just who makes the best music, and it's more than just who's hot. From success and influence to discography and legacy, you need to have it all to be regarded as one of the faces of your respective era. As the modern era of hip-hop has brought upon so many different lanes and subgenres, deciding who gets that fourth spot has always been one of the most intense debates over the past decade. Some people try to throw names like Kanye West or Eminem on this Mount Rushmore, but these are artists from the 2000s, and their dominance definitely transferred into the modern era, but they are not modern artists, so that's out of the equation. Other names that are always brought up are Future, A$AP Rocky, Nicki Minaj, Young Thug, and even Travis Scott, and while all of these artists are massively successful, I do not think that any of these names belong up there, and here's why. Looking at what this era of hip-hop has meant not just to music, but to culture as a whole, none of those artists show what rap has blossomed into in the grand scheme of it all. As the most popular form of musical expression on the planet, hip-hop has become a larger medium than ever, and this has changed the tides of the art form. While we know about how big the hit songs are, and we know about how big trap music has gotten, there is still a foundational component of hip-hop that is missing from the modern Mount Rushmore. In this era, rap music has become the home for some of the most vulnerable and important art on the planet. From rappers and producers pushing what can be done musically and narratively, hip-hop has never been in more of a creative golden age. Now, there is one major problem when it comes to representing this on the Mount Rushmore. As creatively brilliant as rap music has gotten, no artist has been able to find anywhere near the success that a Drake, a Future, or a Travis Scott has. Well, except one. What if I told you that there is an artist who has never compromised his sound, and he's achieved mass amounts of success? What if I told you there's an artist that has tons of influence on all realms of not just hip-hop, but music as a whole? And on top of all of that, that he has a nearly flawless discography? Well, the fourth and final artist that belongs on the Mount Rushmore of modern hip-hop is Tyler, the Creator.
My whole life I felt like a stepchild in school, at home, and especially in music and rap. But when all that happened, I didn't let none of that shit stop me from doing anything that I wanted to do.
Tyler, the Creator's one-of-a-kind artistic mission and creative spirit put him right next to Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole in my eyes. While Kendrick, Drake, and Cole have almost had textbook success stories in the music business, Tyler's been quite the opposite. Now, those three came from the lineages of Dr. Dre, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z. And you know where Tyler came from? The lineage of nobody. He came out of the internet era. He revolutionized not just how an artist can conduct themselves, but how they can create in an era where music can be directly accessed without a major label. Tyler, the Creator's style was vulgar yet innovative. His music and personality got him banned from entire countries. And this is one of the many reasons of why he belongs in this Elite Four. He set a standard for rappers and how they can reach extreme levels of success while following their own creative paths, and this influence has definitely shown in the years following his emergence on the scene. From newer artists like Playboi Carti, Lil Uzi, and Lil Yachty citing Tyler as a major influence, to legends like Kanye West calling him a mentor and inspiration to make an album like Yeezus. The disruption that Tyler, the Creator, brought to the music industry over a decade ago has now created a space for artists to create to their own desire. The ability to make artists who are known for one thing not be scared to transition into a completely different lane like Lil Yachty did on Let's Start Here. That's an amazing trait, and nobody before that has ever allowed for such fearless leaps to be celebrated. When we look at Tyler the Creator's influence, his most significant achievement may be Odd Future, which reinvented and revolutionized what a music collective can be in today's day and age. From the collective's one-of-a-kind style to the talented list of artists who he helped rise to stardom, including names like Frank Ocean, Earl Sweatshirt, Sid, and Domo Genesis, people are still trying to recreate the magic of Odd Future to this day. Influencing collectives like Pro Era and later on Brockhampton, Odd Future's unmatched originality inspired everyone around them, and their one-of-a-kind branding and marketing paved new grounds for artists and creatives to forever explore. Moving beyond Tyler's influence and looking at his success, let's look at some of his most storied accomplishments. He has 2 platinum albums and 3 gold ones, 10 platinum songs and 19 gold songs. And if you want even more proof of his popularity, he has had some of the biggest tours of the past 5 years, including his Call Me If You Get Lost tour, which grossed over $30 million, and he grossed more money than J. Cole's off-season tour. So that really shows you where people are at in this current moment in hip-hop. Now, on top of all of that, Tyler has received many awards over his career, including 2 Grammy wins for Best Rap Albums in the years 2020 with Igor and 2022 for Call Me If You Get Lost. In addition to Tyler the Creator's influence, impact, and success, he is an elite musician who has given us some of the most coveted records of our time. From the unmatched sense of wonder and exploration in his music, to the fact that he is responsible for producing over 95% of the songs in his catalog, Tyler's ability to innovate and excite never fails, and this serves ultimately as the crown jewel to his claim for this spot. Records like Igor, Flower Boy, and Call Me If You Get Lost are some of the most unique projects that hip-hop has seen in the mainstream over the past decade. And despite how deep the topics they explore are, and despite how much they can test listeners' emotions and morals, they receive widespread acclaim, and they have served as the reason to why Tyler has sold out Madison Square Garden not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times, and that is really impressive. Look up how many artists have sold out Madison Square Garden 4 times. It's not that long of a list. Even Tyler's earlier records like Goblin, Wolf, and Cherry Bomb are still cutting edge in terms of both the originality they bring to the table and in terms of the creativity that they express. And between the emotion Tyler showed on these projects and the excitement that he packed into these records through both controversial moments like Yonkers and She, and through one-of-a-kind collaborations and exciting tracks like the Lil Wayne and Kanye West collab Smuckers, Tyler's musical footprint has left a mark on the rap game that can never be stepped over. So when we look at the Mount Rushmore of modern hip-hop, we see Drake, we see J. Cole, we see Kendrick Lamar, and we see Tyler the Creator right next to them. Tyler completes this group of artists who are not just the most important of our time, but are the most successful. Tyler's inclusion in this list is the proper payoff to his career's mission. He's empowered the world by being himself. He has set the standard that artists do not need to compromise their creative vision and goal to gain success, and that no matter how your idea may seem to others, it can be successful if you give it enough love. Tyler the Creator has given a voice to the voiceless in every sense of the meaning, and that influence cannot be denied. There has been no artist ever in hip-hop who has been able to pull off such a stunt the way he has. And after seeing how Tyler's collection of 7 new B-side tracks from Call Me If You Get Lost is about to sell $100K in the first week, seems like his reign over the rap game will only continue to rise as he gears towards releasing another album later this year. So next time you're having a conversation about who belongs in the Mount Rushmore of modern hip-hop, make sure to include Tyler the Creator in there. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to let me know if you agree with my take, and if you don't, let me know who should take Tyler's place in the comments. It is perfectly fine to disagree with me. This is just my opinion. Be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, as we have a lot more content on the way. And thank you all for watching. Mr. F, Fantastic Hip Hop, signing out. Have a great day.